Kibana hua numpole Mvskoke. Ishiachiki no shipa. Wakaya micha wakama numpailapa.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I am the Migo. Say me a buyer. Say China Pola. The boy and Clabber. Always say no me chick. Say here is Dalge. Nagonaza de Mongoza Emonga. Dalgalosa. Here the Migo. Say me a buyer. Say China Pola. The boy and Clabber. Mira de migo, se me abaya, se c'è una pula, di boia da clava. Mira de migo, se me abaya, se c'è una pula, di boia da clava. Mira de migo, se me abaya, se c'è una pula, di boia da clava.
Okay, so let's jump in and look at a few Choctaw words and phrases. And understand that Choctaw is also a dialect of Mvskoke. Okay? Very important to realize there's several dialects of Mvskoke. Some are very similar and others not so much. For instance, the Yuchi dialect is actually a language isolate amongst the Mvskokean languages. So that's just an FYI. But what we will find in Choctaw dialect is a different grammar structure, slightly different, not much, but it's just a little bit different. But we will also find similarities, okay, like definite articles placed at the end of a noun. We find this also in the Akan language. And once again, we also find in the Choctaw dialect links to African dialects, okay? We do find words in the Choctaw dialect that also exist in the Yoruba dialect and that also exist in the Akan dialect. And you won't find many people who are able to make these type of distinctions and connections, but we have done that on our channel and also on Mvskoke language channel. We've made these connections, and these are the things that are important to the nation because once again, like the Quran teaches us, in our language are signs, okay? Language is an evidence, okay? And it is an evidence that is specific to specific peoples and nations. And so we understand what our ancestors told us, what our foreparents told us. We find it to be true when we actually uncover the dialect. Many of our grandparents couldn't speak good English because they spoke Mvskokean languages. That was the case with my grandparents. They spoke Mvskokean language. They also spoke English, but I had, some grandmothers who really couldn't speak much English at all. So there was a language barrier in communicating the past to the present, but inside of the language, we retain the ideas, okay? And this is very important. Ideas and concepts are transferred through language, and through the language itself, we find links and connections to our ancestral past. So let's go ahead and jump right into these Choctaw words and phrases. Himonashi. Himonashi. And that means right now, okay? Himonasi kano. Himonasi kano. How about right now? In the interrogative sense, if you ask my, how about right now? Himonashi kano. So we see that that's made up of a compound. This phrase is actually a compound phrase, okay? It's made up of two words, kano and himonasi. Himonasi meaning right now, and kano for the word how in Choctaw, okay? Mishoha. Mishoha. Mishoha is the verb to scrub. Mishoha. Okay? So let's say I scrubbed the room. Okay, now this word abuha can also mean house, or it can mean room. Okay? You can say little room, abuhushi. Okay? But here we're using it as room. I scrubbed the room. Abuhai yadmi shohalito. Abuhai yadmi shohalito. I scrubbed the room. Okay? So if you look at the bottom of the list, you see the word tok. Okay, and this is a indication of past tense. Okay, this is placed after a verb and after the person marker. Okay, so as you noticed here, we see the verb mishoha li. Okay, that li indicates I as the person doing the action, and tok specifies the tense when I did it. I did it in the past. Okay, we also have remote past, chamo, and we have another past, tuk, tok. They're kind of pronounced the same, but these are the indications that we used. But these are the indications that we use to express past tense. Okay, so let's look at the adjective koa. Koa. Koa means cracked or smashed. Okay, so let's look at the next sentence. That egg is smashed. How about we say that? Akokoshi makoa. Akokoshi makoa. So we see in this sentence, after the word akokoshi, okay, which is the noun phrase for egg, akokoshi, we have the word mad. And this is shortened from yama, okay, that, okay, akokoshi makoa, okay, the egg is smashed, okay. Let's look at the next word, shoka, which we've had this word before. This is the verb for to inhale. It also can be used for to smoke. Okay, we have several words for this. Okay, shoka. Okay, shoka, to inhale or to smoke. So let's look at this in the sentence form. Hadagat shoka. Hadagat shoka. Okay, hadak ad. Okay, notice this is where we see a linguistic similarity. The definite article in Choctaw is placed at the end of a noun, okay, just like in Creek, and also just like in Akan. Hadakat, the man, okay, shoka is smoking, okay, Hadakat shoka, the man is smoking. Now we can throw a little bonus in here. We can ask the question, okay, to a question whose answer is yes or no, we add ho after the verb. So we could ask the question, are you smoking? So that would be ishokaho. Ish is what we use to indicate the second person, okay, who's directly performing an action, okay? So ishoka, you're smoking, or you smoke, okay? And then ho makes it interrogative. Ishokaho, are you smoking? Okay? And we can do that with any verb. Okay? Ishashwaiho, are you smelling? Are you sniffing? Okay? Ishashwaiho nana. Okay? Aishwa is the verb for to sniff or to smell. Okay, so let's use that in the sentence. Okay? Okish aishwalitok. I smelled medicine. Okish is also the word for medicine. Okish aishwalitok. I smelled medicine. Now you could say I smell medicine or I'm smelling medicine, and that would be Okish ashwali. Okish ashwali. I smell medicine. I'm smelling medicine. Once again, tok indicates past tense. Okay? So we did past tense here. And then what we're going to do in the future is we're going to go through and look at the present tense. Okay? Like mishoha, the verb mishoha, to scrub. I'm scrubbing. Mishohali. Okay? You scrub or you're scrubbing. Ish mishoha. He or she is scrubbing or it is scrubbing. Will just be mishoha. Okay? And that's the general pattern for present tense. We'll make a diagram of that and give you the pronouns that go with that.
I am the migo. Say me a buyer. Say China Pola. The boy and club. Always say no me chick. Say here is Dalgi. Nago naga de mongo za emonga. Dalgalosa. Dalgalosa. Ira de migo, se me abaya, si chena pula, the boy head and clabat. Ira de migo, se me abaya, si chena pula, the boy head and clabat. Ira de migo, se me abaya, si chena pula, the boy head and clabat. Ira de migo, se me abaya, si chena pula, the boy head and clabat. Ira de migo. Se me abaya, si chena pula, ya de migo. I am the migo. Se me abaya, si chena pula, the boy and clabat. Always no michi. Si iya is dalgi, nago naga de mongo sa emonga. Dalgalosa, ira de migo, se me abaya, si chena pula, the boy and